Looked out the tail of the tape for this light heavyweight matchup between Newman and Thompson. And so there you see Newman's got the 6-year age advantage and the height advantage. So he's 3 inches taller, the reach advantage as well. And both fighters weighing in below 180 pounds. Let's kick it over to Ray Flores now for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Bouts from Las Vegas, Nevada. Premier Boxing Champions now features 10 rounds in the light heavyweight division. It's all brought to you by Mayweather Promotions and TGB Promotions. Your 3 judges scoring this contest ringside are Tim Cheatham, Eric Cheek, and Ricardo Ocasio. And the referee in charge, when the bell sounds, Robert Byrd. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he comes in wearing the black with the red. As a professional, he's undefeated, 10 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Brooklyn, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Earl Flash Newman. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He comes in wearing the red trunks. As a professional, his record includes 18 wins, 11 of those coming by way of knockout against 4 defeats. Fighting out of Buffalo, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lionell "Lonnie B" Thompson.
Okay, gentlemen, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. The only thing I'll remind you of now, when I say stop, what that means is stop whatever you're doing. Okay. Give me a clean break. Okay. Protect yourself at all times. Okay. Obey my commands at all times. The band is kind of big here. Anything on it is going to be good. Anything on the band here is going to be good. Mr. Newman, Mr. Thompson, let's do it.
Let's set you up with the rules here for this light heavyweight bout here. 10-point must, no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. In effect, only the referee can stop the fight. The fighter can't be saved by the bell in any round, and the fight's official after the 4th. So here we go. It's a 10-rounder scheduled. The light heavyweight division, and Lionell Thompson comes out right away, and he wants to meet Mr. Newman in the center of the ring. So Newman is fighting for the 2nd time in 2 months. The first real blemish on his record. Didn't lose, but it was a draw against Paul Parker 2 months ago. That fight was his first fight in a year. So he had some scheduling difficulties as well. Meanwhile, Thompson, as far as Parker as well, he lost a very close draw, a split decision. Check that, he lost a split decision. But he got knocked down in the fight. If he didn't get knocked down, the fight would have been a draw.
And he also was coming off of a year layoff in fighting Parker.
Thompson doing some early work with his left hand. And then Newman said the year layoff threw him off. Had ring rust, didn't feel good, got in the ring, abandoned his plan, abandoned his corner, wasn't listening to anybody, and just was kind of winging it a little bit. And he says he feels much better, had a great camp, and he said he wants to be more active, and he's proven it because he jumped back in the ring 2 months later.
Newman's placing some jabs right in his chest, which is smart because it seems that Lonnie B's got good head movement. So he's trying to slow that head movement down with the jabs to the chest and body.
Thompson has kind of a George Foreman thing going on in his family. He has 2 other brothers, and they're both named Lionel. Yeah. So there are 3 Lionels in the Thompson household, and he's known as Lonnie B. Nice right hand. It was blocked partially by Newman, but the force of it catches our attention.
Funny thing about his brothers having all the same name, it wasn't his father's idea. It was the mother's idea. Good fill out round. perspective. You see some good things from both guys. Don't know how this is going to turn out.
Nice jab to the body by Newman. Newman out of Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn, home to so many great fighters. Tyson, Patterson, Bowe, Moore, Briggs, Judah, Breland. Go on and on. Kevin Kelly. But it's Earl Newman's time. Back ringside with Austin Trout, Fran Charles, and Earl Newman. How about this?
Don't overcommit with your
This kid, right, Austin? He was a driver. He was a runner before your bout back in 2013 against him.
You got to cut the distance out a little bit.
Absolutely. He was, he was still amateur then. Right?
Check it out, mouthpiece.
Cool guy would talk to you, let you know, how he feels, and
the distance off.
he's just a nice guy. Remember.
Hey, he was hired by the promotion company to do some work, and you know, just wanted to make sure he was around boxing in any way, shape. How's his driver?
He was a good driver. Yeah, got us there safely. Had to cut a couple people off, but I think that's just New York.
Get off his neck. Stop!
He said another time he drove Andre Durrell, and Durrell didn't know he was a fighter. And he heard Durrell talking about sparring, and he let him know he was a fighter. He said, all right, meet me at Gleason's. And he did. And he said he got in there with him first 3 rounds, felt like he was holding his own, and then he said he quickly discovered why they call him the Matrix. So, but it just shows a great personality at Newman, how badly he's wanted this. And a nice amateur career, 55-7. Started back in 2010, but really hit his stride in 2013. 2-time New York City Golden Gloves champ, National Golden Gloves champ, and then also a World Golden Gloves champ in Maryland. And then some international experience as well. Got the European Championship silver medal in 2013. So when he fought in Germany, never had to deal with a crowd like that in terms of being against him. So he said when a crowd's cheering against him, no problem.
Doesn't bother him at all. Right now, I think this is more so a Lonnie B crowd. He fights out of here in Vegas. So yeah, that experience in Germany might help him out tonight.
Thompson from Buffalo. He's got 1 semester to go, he told us. He'll graduate from Buffalo State. Very proud of his hometown. Wants to do as much as he can to help the kids back there. It's kind of a rough story, but he's really blossomed. And he came out to Vegas.
Stop. Let him up, let him out. Let him up, let him out.
He's trying to get anybody and everybody's attention. Floyd Mayweather saw him and said, we'll sign you up. That's how it's been ever since the last couple of years.
Lonnie B is really controlling this fight with the jab in this round. And he's been able to counter 2 times with the right hand.
Just counter.
You start going to him.
Well.
Keep using the jab, baby.
He's getting that. As you can see, hands down, head moving.
Close the gap.
We see Floyd Mayweather giving some advice.
You don't want it. Press him with the jab. You to the body. Take the easy one. Gotta touch that body.
All right, heard him say close the gap. Nice shot to the body. Not everybody can be lucky enough to have Floyd Mayweather
cheer you on.
Be at the fight and give you instructions as well.
Oh, good.
Good work there by Thompson. Best combination of the fight. Fighter's getting a little looser
Got a bell coming, guys.
in the second round. Money brought them together, but millions can't make them friends. Ice Cube and Mike Epps starring All About the Benjamins. Sunday night, 7, 6 Central, only on Bounce. You belong here. Cube's done such a great job. Turned into a big-time Hollywood name, written and starred in a ton of movies. Good for him.
My kids don't even believe me that he was a gangster rapper.
That's right. But it was always about the writing. Even back then, he was one of the best writers in hip-hop, and it's translated in a big way. Lonnie B and Earl Newman trying to translate here their action into the ring and make some noise in this light heavyweight division.
Thompson had a good round last round, and I credit that to the jab. He was jabbing to the body, to the top. He was making Newman miss, countering with the right hand. Let's see if Newman can figure something out and change the title a little bit.
Yeah, Eliano Sosa, Newman's trainer, in between rounds, was telling him, hey, wake up, wake up. He told us he was going to be all over him. Yeah. He said he was going to control the fight. He was going to come out strong. He said he was going to lead with his jab, pressure him. We haven't quite seen that. We've seen more of the fighter who we saw against Paul a couple months ago.
Yeah, honestly, what happens is when he starts to punch, Lionell Thompson just throws a jab and Newman stops punching. And that jab is breaking up his everything.
Good job there by Newman. The jab to the chest of Thompson. Good one, too, yeah. Ripped a couple.
Get your hands free, get your hands free. Up your hands. Free up your hands. There you go.
It caught the attention of Earl Newman. No doubt about that. Thompson now stepping in. There's a quick jab by Newman. Thompson thought he was going to step in. Just a big overhand. Come on, Thompson. He's hurt. Is it trouble? Thompson, let him go. And Robert Byrd steps in.
5, 6, 7. Hey, you okay? You good to go? Come to me.
Bizarre.
Put your hands up.
Because, I mean, if Newman doesn't fire back there, the fight could be over.
Could have been stopped, yeah. I mean, the ref now stayed to stop his. Newman's legs are not back yet. He's still hurt.
Well, let's see if Thompson can finish what he started here in the third round. Robert Byrd, in the middle of a flurry from Lionell Thompson, just stepped in. And it's basically a standing 8 count.
Newman's staggering off the jabs right now. Thompson needs to get better before that window's over. Oh, good right hand from Newman. I think he's back.
Some blood coming from the nostril of Newman. Maybe he thought, as he fell back against the ropes, maybe he thought the ropes kept Newman up. And if that, in fact, was the case, well, then that is considered a knockdown, because if the ropes hold you up and you're on your way down, the referee's at his discretion to then deem that that's a knockdown.
Coming
down. Get another look, and that's what we saw. Nevertheless, big round for Lionell Thompson.
Let's look at the punch that set it up. It's the uppercut. He jabs to the body, comes up with the uppercut that split the guard. And then this is where the flurry, and this is where we got to check it out. He wasn't on the ropes. I mean, he sat down on the ropes a little bit, but the ropes were not holding him up. It was a bizarre standing 8 count. The standing 8 counts are legal, not just in the amateurs, in the professional ranks too.
Well, not to mention, I mean, his glove didn't hit the canvas.
Nothing.
So if his glove hits the canvas, then you can call that a knockdown. But he didn't, I mean, the ropes didn't hold him up. So in theory, you had a situation there. Take a look at Austin's unofficial scorecard.
Yeah, 29-27 Thompson. He had a big round in the last round with a 10-8 round.
Big right hand for Thompson, and Newman is
Show me something.
He shakes his head.
Show me something.
But he was wobbled.
The referee's telling Newman, you gotta show me something.
Well, tell you what, Lionell Thompson, 6-4 in his last 10 fights. He's 18-4, 11 KOs. You say, okay, well, you know, he's not going to be that much trouble for Earl Newman. Guess what? He's been in with some tough competition, including Sergey Kovalev.
And you know,
Stop.
He's a small light heavyweight, but he has got power. You know, 11 of those 18 wins, 11 by knockout. He's got power.
He's also done some sparring with Artur Beterbiev, who was a winner a week ago. And he said, Kovalev knocked him out, by the way, in 3 rounds. And he said, hey, Kovalev, he was nice and everything, but it's Beterbiev who punches hard. The hardest of the guys he's faced. And Newman has done some sparring with Kovalev. And he says it was Kovalev who was the guy for him. But the point is, you know, Thompson, tough dude.
Tough guy.
Wobbles again. And there you see Newman's.
No.
Tell you what, Earl Newman, he is in trouble, and he is dealing with some thunderous punches, big shots.
Yes, 5, go back. 6, 7, 8. Good. You gotta show me something, son. You gotta show me something, all right? Tell you. Let's go.
Seconds left here in the 4th round. And Ronnie B is eager. Nice uppercut from Thompson. If you're Earl Newman, what do you do here? Do you clinch? Do you turn around? Because he's getting down.
Yeah, he needs to hold on and try to get those legs back under him. I mean, jabs that's got my man started.
And there's another jab that lands flush. And now, every time the jab lands, you see Newman's able to snap back. Now Newman coming right here. 10 seconds left in the 4th. But clearly another solid round in the books for Lionell Thompson.
4, 3, 2, 1. That's all. Time.
Thompson doing work.
Let's take another look at that knockdown this round. It was the hook, right hand. The hook was what hurt him. The right hand missing, just barely.
Gave him a verbal.
He took his knee, and he took his time getting up. Floyd with this point of approval.
Seconds out.
Here's tight.
Seconds out.
No doubt. Looking smooth. And Lionell Thompson looking smooth as well. If you're Earl Newman here now, basically you suffered back-to-back 10-8 rounds. So what do you have to do to get back in this fight?
Well, the problem with Newman is he's not letting his hands go. You know, he'll jab one time maybe, and as soon as, good combination for Lonnie B. As soon as Lonnie does anything, throws anything, he stops punching. He needs to double his jab to stop the counters. He's let that right hand go.
Watch your shoulder, watch your shoulder. There you go.
Jordan Hardy reporting to us that Sosa in the corner of Earl Newman saying basically, you don't show me something here in the 5th, it's a wrap. Nice body shot by Earl Newman.
All right, stop, break. Here we go.
And Thompson lunges into the left. And now you can tell it's getting good to Lionell Thompson. Oh, he's feeling it right now. Back-to-back 10-8 rounds, no doubt about that, because he had standing A count and then the knockdown. 4-punch combination. Austin, look now at your unofficial scorecard. There you see it.
Yeah, 39-35 Thompson. He's got a great lead right now, and that's due to the 2 knockdowns in a row. But you know, fight still.
Punch it out. Get your hands free. Free up your hands.
He's trying to come on this round and see what he can do to change that.
Watch your shoulder. Watch your shoulder.
There from Earl Newman. Earl Newman wanted to be busier. And that's what he told his managing team. And so they obliged, and they got him to fight here 2 months after his last fight.
Use it.
It's proven to be a tough one.
Use it.
Even though Thompson does not have the height or reach advantage, he's doing a great job. When he's getting in and out, but then when he gets inside, lets his hands go, which you need to do as a shorter man.
He also needs to cut off the ring. He's kind of following Lonnie around the whole ring instead of cutting it off. Lonnie B being the man with the shorter reach, he's boxing like he's a bigger guy.
Stop. You're tied up. Stop. Step out.
Thompson with a good 1, 2, 3 there. His mother left him.
Body shot. Thompson.
Lionell Thompson's mother left him when he was young, so he lived with his mom's friend and her mother.
Use it.
Both introduced him to the church. He practiced throwing punches in the basement. One day his pastor asked him if he ever boxed. Pastor Jones was a former fighter himself, took Thompson to the gym.
Got a bell, guys. Got a bell.
And has never looked back.
Bell.
Let's take a look at the devastating punch from the last round. There's a nice jab that goes head back.
Lionell Thompson's dream is to deliver a world title to his hometown of Buffalo.
Okay.
Thompson's story is really a great one about perseverance. And also, I love the fact from an educational standpoint that was important. try to get his college degree. He's going to finish that up, he told us. Not quite there. And then he wants to make sure that other kids who are growing up and don't have the opportunities, just like when he was growing up, he felt he didn't. He wants to be, you know, a figure in their life and to build a community center. To do anything that he can to help kids.
Very respectable. His goals are not selfish at all.
Nice job there. And that's the thing, you know, I mean, and I work across many platforms in sports, and so oftentimes you hear about the negative aspect of these guys, but the overwhelming majority of professional athletes, including yourself, they do set up some kind of way to see if they can give back to the community, make a mark, make a difference. Thompson making a mark right there.
With Newman again.
Sure did. Stopped him in his tracks. And then a chopping right hand from Lionell Thompson. Earl Newman has not been able to figure out Thompson since the 3rd round.
Free up, break.
Keep in mind, this is a guy, Earl Newman, who has big dreams so far. Undefeated, started out 10-0, and was in a draw in his last fight. That was a nice counter right hand from Newman. He has never lost. And
why don't you get out here? No.
This is his toughest customer to date, no doubt about that. Uppercut from Thompson. 1-2 from Thompson as well. Thompson moving away from Newman. Newman just trying to find the ring. Good 1-2
Free up your hands, free up your hands. Stop, break. Here we go.
Byrd separates the fighters. The corner of Earl Newman trying to get him to step to his right.
Get out the way of the right hand.
That's right.
Good body shot.
That's right, the 2 trade jabs to the body. So not as much action here in this 6th round, but still good work by both fighters. 6 rounds in the books here at the Chelsea Cosmopolitan.
These are my keys to victory that I put together last night, and he is doing exactly what I expected him to do in order to win. He got his range, he's in and out, he's working in circles, he's not going back, he's not going straight forward. Here's an example of the circles that he's been working on Newman. Nice jab, and he moves, and he's gone. And also his experience. You could tell who has more fights, who's been fighting longer. It seems like the experience is drowning out Earl Newman.
Newman down for the first time in his career as a professional back in the 4th round. Big uppercut. Couldn't tell if that was a hook or an uppercut, but nevertheless, it snapped back Newman's head.
It was set up beautifully, though.
Let him go. Free up your hand.
3 to the body, and then came back up top with the uppercut.
Break. Here we go.
I'm going to read you what one of these 2 fighters told us. You tell me who you think it is. I plan on letting my hands go, walking them down,
I got it.
Behind constant pressure, my jab.
All right, stop. Over there. Time.
Who said that?
That's what Thompson's doing,
Just cut it.
but it was Newman who
it.
said it.
All right,
Here's
here we go.
Sosa, the trainer.
Roll time, let's go.
Some tape there.
Another right hand. Looks like he hurt him a bit.
And there you see Newman quickly obliging. They're telling him to move to his right. Once again, Austin, why are they telling him that?
To get out of the way of the right hand that has put him down twice in this fight. He just got hit with 2 right hands as we were talking. I think the double jab from Newman can help stop that counter right hand. He's just throwing jabs one at a time.
He's definitely game, and when he uses his jab right there, that's when he's able to set it up and try to get off. Big shot to the body.
Get your hands free. Get your hands free.
So Robert Byrd, the two fighters try to work things out themselves.
Come here. Come here.
Robert Byrd wants to clean himself.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
When stop means stop.
Yes, sir.
Stop means stop.
Yes, sir.
Period.
Gotcha.
End the conversation. Let's go. Box.
And that's with Robert Byrd.
Yeah. I felt like a kid there. Like,
All right, stop.
Getting chastised by my dad.
Watch that. Don't do that.
Well, and at the start, you tell me. I mean, you're trying to work it out yourself, so maybe you think it's almost over, and that's why.
Get your hands free. Free up your hands. Let's go.
That Newman
Pull him
kept
out.
punching.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
The first punch might have been on accident, but the
All right, stop,
last
stop.
three, they were definitely on purpose.
You're holding him. Let him go.
On both sides, too. See, Newman needs to get busy. He needs to cut off the ring. You know, he's going forward, instead of to the side. Thompson's footwork is not helping.
Your hands are free. Your hands are
How
free.
big are those 2 rounds where Thompson was able to drop Newman?
Your hands are free. Free up your hands. Let's go.
8 rounds. That could certainly be the difference here.
Stop.
As Newman looks a little bit better.
Don't do that.
I'm
I'm gonna tell you no again. All right, let's go.
A little bit better here than he did the first half of the fight.
No, this is definitely a better round for Newman. I'm not sure if it's enough to win yet.
Time.
Let's take a look at some of the middle rounds where Thompson's just been dominating Earl Newman. That's the first knockdown there, which was weird. You know, the Byrd jumped in before he touched the floor or anything, but nonetheless, a knockdown. Here's Thompson letting his hands go, and that right hand has been a vicious tool this whole fight. More combinations from Thompson. That's where he knocked him down the second time. That was his last uppercut from this round.
I'm going to give you an instruction. Get your hands free. Free up your hands.
He's not the only Lionel in his family. His 2 brothers named Lionel, 5-time New York State Golden Glove champ.
Nothing too wild. You understand? You know how to fight. You know how to fight. Get the motherfucker out of here. All right? Hit him with a motherfucking 1, 2, 3 and get him the fuck out of here.
He's the
All right?
hardest hitter he's ever sparred with. And keep in mind, this is a guy who's been in the ring with Sergey Kovalev, and Kovalev knocked him down 3 times. On his way to a 3rd round knockout victory. He says, don't worry about that. Better be out. As we start now, round 8 of a scheduled 10-rounder. Light heavyweights, Earl Newman, undefeated, 10-0-1. And Lionell Thompson. And Thompson trying to prove he's the real deal. You take a look at the record and you think, 18-4. And 6-4. In his last 10, but he's got a new management team on the money team the last couple of years, and has looked better since he's come out to Las Vegas.
Well, he's absolutely positively way better than his record suggests. If anybody was just to look at his record, they might sleep on Lonnie B.
Well, that's what he was saying too. Like, you know, we
hands
asked
are free,
him
guys.
if
Your hands
he
are
had
free.
seen any fights of Newman.
Work.
He said
Work.
no, and he was quick to shoot back. And Newman probably watched fights of me, watched the Kovalev fight, and probably thought, okay, I'll be able to handle this guy. And he said, I used to say I'm going to fight him the same way as I fought Sergey Kovalev. Might have a different fight. And Thompson has certainly proved to be everything and then some for Newman.
On the flip side, Newman told us that he believes that Thompson wants
You can work. You can work.
That's the reason why he's accepted the fight tonight.
Nice uppercut from Thompson. Oh, nice right hand. That's the best right hand of the night for Newman.
There's the flash we've been looking for.
Good body shots. So Newman now trying to come alive in the 8th.
Get your hands free. Let him go. Let him go, Lion.
Newman trying to play the uppercut, the clinches. 1-2 to the body, and Thompson with a stiff left jab. Thompson came up just a hair short on the 1-2.
Nice body work. Newman's definitely coming on this fight. He's having a great round. And Lionell has been not as busy as he's been this whole fight. This is probably the least busy he's been.
Newman doing a good job sitting down on his punches.
Get free, get free, get free, get free. There you go.
This is a double jab.
This is Newman's best round in a long time. Maybe his best round of the fight.
Time.
Let's take a look at that counter right hand that Newman caught Lionel B. Counter over the jab, nice right hand. It stopped him in his tracks, but you know, Lionel has a decent chin, as we can see.
Yeah, just let him
All right,
go.
so we still got a couple more rounds here
Last round.
in this battle, and then it's our main event. Ishe Smith, 39 years young, and trying to win his third fight in a row. He will take on Julian J-Rock Williams. Williams, his second fight since suffering the knockdown at the hands of Jamal Charlo. But for Williams, that's in the rearview mirror. And if anyone doubts this man's intensity or his focus, we saw it back in June when he took out Joshua Conley. He was focused then and was focused when we met with him yesterday.
Yeah, he is a very disciplined fighter. He's one of those fighters that, whether he has the God-given talent or not, he'll work the talent in.
Here we go, round 9 here.
Red.
Scheduled 10-rounder. Thompson and Newman.
Red.
Thompson in the red trunks. Newman in the black with the red trim. And Newman trying to find his second win. Oh, good left jab by Earl Newman.
Nice kind of jab.
Newman certainly has picked it up in the 8th and now 9th rounds.
When Thompson's moving, he gives him problems.
If you're Newman's corner, I mean, if you're going to be honest with the guy, you're most likely going to tell him in all likelihood he is trailing on the scorecard. So as a fighter, is he thinking, I got to get this guy out?
Let's work, let's work.
If I win these last 2 rounds,
Let him go, Lionel. Let him go. Punch, get out. Get your hands free.
You know, he definitely needs to be
Free up.
thinking that he at least needs a knockdown. So,
Stop. Step out.
make
Step out.
this reality, to make this dream of winning this fight tonight a reality. So you see Thompson, I think he understands that as well. He's not trying to engage as much. He's just moving around.
Whoa. Pick him up. You all right? You okay? All right, let's go. Keep him up.
He hasn't been taking it too moving as he's been the whole fight. I think that last round might have something to do with the Newman was coming on very well. A lot of people right here. Newman doing a good job though.
letting his jab go.
It's been the difference in this fight, my opinion.
Let's work, guys. Let's work.
Newman's stalking, but he can't connect. Jeff Hardy's reporting for us here. PBC on bounce. Saw earlier telling the story. Big right from Earl Newman. Saw earlier telling the story of Ishe Smith just off the foot midway.
Stop.
He hasn't heard from him. Pick it up and finish it.
Thompson hasn't done a punch in all good. Other than a jab.
Clearly, Thompson feels like those two 10-8 rounds put him in pretty good standing.
And they do, but you never want to leave it to that. You got 2 knockdowns, and that's it. Totally real.
That's all.
Lionell Thompson, the trainer in Earl Newman's corner. So we're going to listen in.
All right, last round. So right now the fight's right there. It's right there. We're not losing it.
but it's right there, so we got to pick this shit up a little more. You hear me? Come on, baby.
You see when you move to his left, you do good. When you're moving to his right, you get hit with the right hand.
Deep breaths, baby. Come on. We need
That's a good round for you. That was a good round. That was a good round, baby.
Get them apart.
Yeah.
All right. Use your jab, right? Listen, use jabs, use feint, keep it more so in the center of the ring.
Okay.
If you got to move, keep your hands up and move. If that's what you want to do, all right?
Gotcha. Let's take a look at that big punch that Earl Newman landed on Thompson. Again, overhand right hand. Coming over a lazy jab.
Peace.
The guys get clocked. And they immediately shake their head. I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, when you have a big shot like that, you want to let it go. Yeah, I'm all right.
Almost an instinctive reaction. 10th and final round here. Light heavyweights. And we've had a great night of boxing so far. Tuksta Niambar with a victory over Juanito De La Torre. Now Earl Newman trying to come back. 10th and final round. Are you surprised here that Sosa told him that you're not necessarily losing the fight?
Yeah, that was surprising to me. You don't ever want your fighter to relax. There is definitely a sense of urgency that he needs to have this last round.
Austin's unofficial card there. He had Newman win the final the last 3 rounds.
Back to the center of the ring.
There you go.
Thompson was still up because of the impact of those 2 10-8 rounds earlier in the fight. Nice counter right hand from Lionell Thompson. Thompson lunges in with an uppercut. Low. Robert Byrd let it go.
Yeah, while you move, Lonnie.
Thompson just trying to make sure.
Gotta work, guys. Gotta work.
He stays away from the big shot. That was a nice left hand by Earl Newman. So halfway through the 10th. The story of the fight so far. Thompson, 2 knockdowns. 1 in round 3 and 1 in round 4. Standing 8 count, whatever you want to call that, around 3. But then Newman regained his composure in his second win. The question is, has he been doing enough damage here in the second half of the fight to squeak out a victory?
Has he racked up enough rounds? Even this round is kind of hard to score. There's not much going on. They're both, connecting around the same rate. Newman being the aggressive now.
Let's go. Let's work.
Thompson on his giddy up there. Not appreciative. Thompson being on the move. I want to see some action.
Let's work. Let's work.
30 seconds.
Thompson like, hey.
30 seconds. Don't let us
Oh,
get
the
the
fight.
foul.
Move if you want.
See, right there was a good opportunity to let his right hand go, but he's so defense-minded that he left the opportunity there.
Spends most of the time.
That's all.
He feels like it's enough. We'll see if Earl Newman did enough to get back in this fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Give Earl Newman credit.
Demon just got out of
He could have folded the tent. First half of the fight, didn't do so.
Displayed his heart.
No more 78. You can't fight 78.
All right, so both fighters await the decision. We'll check on the way Flores when we come back here on the PBC on bout. Still to come, by the way, Smith and Williams. Fred Charles Austin Trout back with you at the Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan. Hey, coming up Saturday, January 20th on Showtime. Folks, if you haven't seen Errol Spence Jr., you're missing on some great action. He's going to defend his world welterweight title against former junior welterweight champ Lamont Peterson. That's live from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Ray Flores now with the official decision, Thompson and Newman.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. Judges at ringside, Tim Cheatham and Eric Cheek have the contest identical, 97-91. Ricardo Ocasio scores the contest 96-92. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Lionell "Lonnie B" Thompson.
So Lionell Thompson takes care of business here. It's a unanimous decision for him, where he knocked down Earl Newman on a couple of occasions. Set Newman on the canvas for just the first time in his career. Tell you what, he looked good early and held on here, Austin.
That was a good fight, and that was a good win. In the beginning, let's take a look at the recap of the fight. In the beginning, it was all Thompson. Here's the first knockdown. This is where it started with the uppercut and then the right hand that came. This was a weird situation where the referee Byrd jumps in and gave Newman a standing A count. Now, the next round, you see the right hand, which staggers Newman, and that was the weapon of choice in this round, in this fight. Again, 2-1 combination, snaps Newman's head back. Here goes the second knockdown of the fight. Started by a hook. But later on, Newman did have success. He came on strong in the later rounds. That right hand rocked Thompson a couple of times, as you see. Thompson put his hands out saying it didn't hurt. The last round, it was really Thompson just moving and trying not to get into any trouble there.